guys. Okay, so my name is Bella. For anyone who doesn't know, welcome to my channel. New videos every Thursday. So if you haven't already, I don't know what you're waiting for. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and come on back next week for more. Alright, so today we are here to talk about the reason that some black women feel some type of way when they see black men in a interracial relationship. Okay, so I'm of course only can speak for myself and my perspective and things that I've heard people say to me about why black women may feel some way. I did a video a while ago about how black men feel about black women, specifically me, interracially dating, because I was telling a story about how there was this white guy that I just knew. We weren't dating or anything, but we were just together in public. Man, these black men shamed the heck out of me. Like, shamed me so much about it. Like, in public, openly, like, just totally just trying to disrespect him and just shame me. It was crazy. They were doing a lot. I also was saying how I kind of get why they feel some type of way. I don't get why they were openly shaming me. That I don't get. But I do understand that the black community is sort of fragile, so we care about things like that. Anywho, let's get to the point. Okay, so I heard someone say recently, one of my friends, that it was a character on a TV show, and she was like,
I don't like to see black men with white women.
She said that to me, and I was like, It just made me think, like, that she just said that so, like, just openly to me. And it made me think, like, how do I feel about it? And I do feel some type of way about it, like I said. And it's like, why? Why do I feel some type of way? Like I said, I'm only speaking from my perspective and stuff that I've heard people say. So I'm not saying this from a place of bitterness or that I feel black men have done me wrong, or all black men just want other races, or white women just want to take all the black men, or black men hate black women. Nothing like that, because I feel like, honestly, black men have been the best to me. Like, I'll be the first one to say I love black men. I made a video, if you haven't seen it, about why I love black men. Go check it out if you haven't. And I'll be the first one to take it for black men, so don't get it twisted. Don't feel like this is some type of anti-black men thing. It's not at all. It's more about the fact that I love black men is why it makes me feel a little uncomfortable when I see it. And I feel like a lot of times when there's a black man in an interracial relationship, you kind of wonder, is it because they love that person or because they hate their own? And I feel like that's the main thought in my mind. Because if it's about love, it's all good. But if it's about hatred or, preferences, as they like to say, which is just another way to say, I don't like y'all, I'd rather, it's still kind of iffy. But if it's about love, it's all good. The black men who you see speak openly about black women in interracial relationships, they typically are speaking very negative on black women, saying, oh, this is why I don't date black women because of this. This is why I came to the white side or the Hispanic, whatever, the non-black side, and They're just really putting down black women. So when I see it, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be really honest in this video. It makes me uncomfortable sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, it's more because I wonder, is this relationship based off love or off the hate for their own? But it happens a lot. There's a lot of bad talk. Even people who I knew. There's a guy I went to school with who I know dated black women. Like, I've only known him to date black women in high school together. And he even tried to talk to me, like, for a long time after high school. And he got this interracial relationship. He started making YouTube videos. I saw him on the video talking about dating black women. Dating is so much different dating a white woman than a black woman. And, I never was really into just talking crazy. Oh, I never was really into black women. He said, this is a quote, well, sort of. Maybe not exactly, but this is pretty much what he said. He said,
I wasn't really into the brown nipples. I've always been into the pink nipples.
nipples, that's how you determine who you with, because you like the color of the nipple. Like, it's just like sometimes they just totally change up and think they just brand new when they start interracial dating. It's like, dude, just yesterday you was with Shaquita, now you just too good, your brown nipples ain't good enough for you. Okay. And this is someone who I still know kind of likes me, so it's kind of funny that he would say something like that. You know, it's just like, I know he's had a bad experience though with a black woman, so I think that he's has some bitterness. But it's crazy that he would just try to flip the script, act like, oh, he just not into black women. Like, I know you know, it's just, it's so annoying when something happens and you just totally turn your back on your own race. It's just, that really bothers me a lot. And it happens a lot on both sides. I'm not gonna say black women are innocent to that, of course. I see it so much. I live in LA, and out here more than back in Cleveland. I'm from Cleveland, but out here I see even more, so much interracial dating, so much, like, an unusual amount. It's not like, you know, just, you know, here and there, you know, you see it. Like in Cleveland, I saw a decent amount, but out here, it's like an overwhelming amount that I see it. And that's another thing that makes me feel kind of, you know, and the fact that I see it like so often, it makes me, there's something there. Like when you see something that goes against the norm that much, it's like it should trigger like a question of what's behind this? What's the reason? You know what I'm saying? There is a reason. You know, at one point I did kind of think 99% of it was self-hatred, or they hated black women. But I've had people in my family who's dated outside their race. I've had people who really care about me, who are married to non-black women who I know care about black women. So it's not, I don't believe that it's all, but I do think it's kind of 50-50. I would say I feel like 50% of it is they really love this person, and 50% of it I would say is either just self-hatred and they just hate black women. They feel some like really negative ways, some bitterness, or some kind of brainwash or preference type of thing. If anybody's watched my videos, you guys know that I'm very much about black love and black unity and stuff like that. And I feel like one of the biggest things that we're lacking in our community is the family structure and that love, that respect between black men and black women. So when I see interracial dating, it makes me feel like it's just like another one is gone. Like we kind of like, I know this is not sounding the best, but I'm just trying to be really honest about the feeling. And we get a lot of disrespect from black men openly, and not enough love openly. And like I said, I love black men. I respect black men. I feel like I get a lot of respect from black men. I feel like the men who do the most for me, who care the most about me, who will go out their way, even strangers, to do stuff for me and stuff, are black men. So I love, like, I feel that connection. A lot of black men, I know they feel the same way, because anytime a black guy, especially if I know he's showing some interest, and I say, oh, I have a boyfriend, always the question is, oh, like they'll let it slide. A lot of times they let it like chill for a second, and they'll be like, oh, okay, we talking. So what race? What's his race? Like, you know, I could see that they want to ask. Like, I could just tell when I say it, like, oh, especially, like I said, I'm in LA, and it's rare. Like, I can't tell you how many times that me and my boyfriend get stopped, especially being a dark-skinned couple. We get stopped a lot, and people are just like, oh my gosh, you guys are so beautiful, and all that, because you don't see it a lot in LA, especially. You don't see a lot of black couples, and particularly dark-skinned black couples. So when they see it, like, there's a lot of people who are like, yes. They love it because it's rare. When I say it makes black women sometimes feel some type of way, or makes me feel some type of way, it's more of a disappointment. It's not like I'm angry, like I'm about to lash out, like I roll my eyes. I don't do anything like that. It's just, it makes me feel a little uncomfortable sometimes, and it makes me feel a little disappointed. And I know some black women could care less who black men date, and I know some black men could care less who black women date, but I know there's a good amount who do care, and who feel some type of way when they see a black woman who they see as a valuable, you know, it's a lot of times the ones who date outside the race aren't like the hood rat, stereotypical types. It's the ones who got their stuff together, honestly. And it kind of makes you feel like they feel that that's their prize. Like a lot of times it seems like black men, they'll be with black women when they ain't got nothing, but then as soon as they get something or they feel like they're, you know, better or on another status, another level, they'll go to a non-black woman. I don't think that's a coincidence. I really don't. And I think sometimes it's conscious and sometimes it's not conscious. And just like Kanye said, you know, when I get on, we leave before, just like he said and like he did. It happens a lot. And I feel like a lot of it is the media. I feel like a lot in the media, like if you look at just TV shows, there's a lot of pushing of interracial dating with black couples especially. It's rare that you'll ever see a black man and a black woman couple lead on a show with a healthy relationship. It's not something that they show right now. It's like either they're in a interracial relationship or they're cheating. They're like in a very dysfunctional relationship. Like it's always something like that. Like it's very rare right now in the media you see a happy, strong, healthy black couple. You just don't see it. Like in the 90s you saw it a lot. Now, does art reflect life or is life reflecting art? And I think it's, like I said before, it's some of both. And I know a lot of black women have felt rejected by black men, and it's one of the reasons why they might feel some type of way. I thank God that I haven't directly felt that way. I hear it a lot in like on social media and stuff, like black men might say something openly, like a celebrity or something like negative towards black women, but I haven't really in my life felt rejected, so that's not a part of why I feel any kind of way. But I know a lot of black women do feel like black men just didn't value them or rejected them, or, you know, just didn't see the value in them because they were black women. And it makes them feel some type of way when they see, you know, them with someone else, because it's like, oh, okay, of course, you know, you don't value us, so you go and run to them. You know, sometimes they feel some animosity towards the women too that are outside of the race, like,
oh, y'all just taking on the black men
and stuff like that. I don't care about them. Like, I don't care. I have nothing to say to them. Like, them is that's beside the point to me. I have no beef with them, but I don't like the feeling of that black men, because I know a lot of black men, they'll go and date outside the race and then they'll talk bad about black women to their new partner. Like,
man, when I used to date black women, they was like this. I'm so glad that now I'm dating you and it's so much better to date you. You
know, like stuff like that. I hate the thought of that. Like, I hate that type of thought. You would not catch me talking bad about black men at all. You won't. That really bothers me. And it bothers me too because I feel like they're gonna have kids and their kids are not gonna be totally white. They're gonna be mixed. And it's gonna really be a conflict for them inside to say, you know, black women are bad, and have a mixed daughter. She's gonna feel some type of either superiority complex, or she's just gonna be really conflicted about how she feels about herself and really be like, dang, then what am I? Who am I if you're talking all this bad stuff about black women? It's really dangerous to talk bad, to talk bad on your own. Like, that's really it's a really dangerous thing. That's one of the reasons that I feel really uncomfortable, because I'd be like, gosh, like, what is he telling this woman? When I see it, it's always that question mark of like, whoa. Like, you know, I mean, I don't make it obvious. I don't look. I try not even look their way, honestly, because sometimes they might feel like you. I don't know. It's just weird. It's just uncomfortable more than anything else. Sometimes I'll be like, who knows what he done told her? She probably gonna think, you know, I feel some type of way. I try not to even look because I don't want them to think that I feel any kind of way about it. I don't want them to think, oh, see her attitude. I don't want to give them any reason to think anything more negative than what they already think, if they think anything. See, the thing is, I don't even know. It sucks that when I see interracial couples, it kind of makes me assume, or I shouldn't say it makes me, I assume sometimes that the black man probably doesn't like black women. And I don't like that thought. I don't like that. I don't want to feel like that. I want to feel more like, oh, this is just who he chose. This is just who he loves. And it sucks that we talk so down on each other that when I see it, it makes me feel like there's a reason, something behind it. It's not just like that's who we like, it's something deeper. Like I don't want to feel like that. I want us to be strong enough and to stop talking bad about each other, so that when I see that, it's more of just like, whatever, you know, that's who we fell in love with. That's the thought I want to have. But black people, like no other people, we single out each other so much. Like other races talk about women, they'll just say, oh, women be like this. Or they talk about men, men be like this when women talk about men. But for black people, we always specify black. We always gotta say, oh, black men like this. Oh, black women like this. Like we always degrade our own specifically. And it's crazy. And that's why I always say we need to specifically uplift each other and specifically say black men are great, black women are great, because we specifically down each other so much. And yeah, I don't like it. I don't like that. It makes me feel uncomfortable. I really don't. And it's weird. It's not like I ever felt like I couldn't get a black man or black men didn't like me, anything like that. And so it's weird that I still feel some type of way when I see a little disappointment. A lot of it comes from just wondering about self-hatred. That's like the main thing. And just the amount that I see it in the media and different things. It sometimes rubs me the wrong way. And sometimes it's obvious that there's something going on there where he says something, because they give you like, sometimes they'll like they'll make it clear like, this is mine, you know, like she'll hold him extra like tight when she sees me or something. It's just like, girl, please, like, whatever. That's my reasoning. And like I said, I know a lot of people probably don't care or have different reasons behind it, but this is just mine. And like I said, I know a lot of black men who are in not a lot, but I know some black men who are in interracial relationships who really care about black women, and that's just who they fell in love with. And even though I do, it's still, I'm just being honest, it still makes me feel a little some type of way when I see it. It just does. I'm just being very honest about my feelings. And like I said, I don't hate interracial dating, and I don't think that no one should ever date outside of race or anything like that. I think you should date for love and not for hate. And that's just how I feel. All right, so if you guys like this video and y'all get where I'm coming from, y'all already know what to do. Help a sister out and give it a thumbs up. Like, subscribe, share, comment, and all that good stuff. And come on back next week for more. Well, all right, you guys.